Officer Dave, would you open the courtroom for us, please?
The state of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge David S. Robinson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right, gentlemen, let's get started. Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's call your file. This is file 2169710, Philip Wright versus Surplus Insurance Company. Appearances, gentlemen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Doug Harriskevich, P81458 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Khalid Yunus, P number 85143 on behalf of defendant Liberty Surplus.
All right, gentlemen, the last time we were here, we had a couple issues. Mr. Harriskevich, did you supplement your 2.302A disclosures?
Yes, Your Honor, just this morning.
All right. My next question, is this case my case or does it go to the circuit court?
I believe it needs to go to the circuit court, Your Honor. We have a large American physio bill that's around $37,000 to my understanding. That's the one that jumped it over. Without that, that was the one that was pending. It was here without that. And Colette, I sent it to Allison this morning.
Well,
Yeah, she told me that she just wanted updated demand in this case.
Okay.
And if I tell her that, I'm sure she'll be fine with this going
Okay.
or being moved.
all right, then here's what's going to happen. You will submit to me an order transferring the matter to the circuit court for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. If I do not have that order on my desk by Friday at noon, I will dismiss the matter without prejudice for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, gentlemen, we're going to get you on your way and good luck in the circuit court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Be safe out
Thank
there.
you, Doug.
You too.
You too.
Appreciate you coming in. We're off the record.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Werber. What file do you have with us today?
Credit acceptance versus Anthony Pittman, 911 are the last three.
Okay. You got- I don't see Mr. Pittman listed, but let's see if we can't find him soon. In the meantime, put you back in the waiting room.
Sounds good. Thanks, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mr. DeLuca, good morning. I had Janiyah Smith a moment ago. She just seemed to have, let's give her a second to come back.
All right.
Well, I just said, oh, I have another pair. And then I looked up and she had gone. Here she is. Good morning. What is your name, ma'am?
Sorry, Janiyah Smith. Good morning.
We are on the record. We are calling file number 22188-237. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union versus Janiyah Smith. Date and time for pretrial. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen DeLuca on behalf of the plaintiff. My P number is P70009.
And you are Janiyah Smith?
Yes.
Okay, we were last together on this file on October 24th. At that time, the court opened your written discovery. What's been done in terms of written discovery, folks?
We haven't done any written discovery.
Okay, are you intending to do any?
I don't think so, because I don't think the defendant is really disputing any of the allegations. What I did do is get some settlement authority, so I think that maybe we can resolve this if the court would put us into a breakout room.
All right, Ms. Smith, are you intending to do any discovery?
No.
Okay, then this is what I'm doing. I'm going to close your written discovery. I'm going to give you guys a return date. Your return date with me will be Monday, January 9th, 2023 at 10 o'clock. Monday, January 9, 2023 at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you guys into a chat room. If you're able to settle the case, come back to me. If you cannot settle the case, I'll talk to you again January 9th at 10 o'clock. Thank you
Okay.
both for coming in.
Thank you.
Let's get you in the chat room so you can settle the file. Nice. 9-4. Steve DeLuca. Move forward. Yeah. Chat. Good morning.
Good morning.
You gentlemen are here on Louis Bartholomew versus MJ Realty.
Sure, Your Honor.
Counsel, were you able to make service on the other side for this debtor's exam?
Actually, I thought the service was done by the court.
No, sir. We sign and return to you the subpoenas that you prepare. Service is your obligation. So I take it there's no service.
No, sir. Let me get a copy of the subpoena. Okay, I've got it here.
Indeed.
Okay, and I assume we can serve this by certified mail with return
No,
receipt?
sir, you cannot. The subpoena has expired.
Okay,
Subpoena
can
was
we
for a
get,
specific date and a specific time. That
Okay,
specific date and time, sir, were
can we
today.
have it, can we have it reissued, Your Honor?
If you submit another one, I'll take a look at it.
Okay, we'll submit another one.
All right, let's call your case, and just so the record is clear, I'm on the record calling file number 211706663, Louis Bartholomew versus MJ Realty Service. Mr. Bartholomew, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Counsel, your appearance.
Miroslav Volchko appearing on behalf of plaintiff Louis Bartholomew, Your Honor.
State bar P number.
P21851.
Okay, the subpoena in this matter for this debtor's examination has not been served. The date and time set for the debtor's examination was today. That subpoena is hereby quashed. We'll send you gentlemen out an order quashing the subpoena, and thank you both for coming in.
And we'll send in a new subpoena right away. Can I file it online or by fax or email?
You can use the court's portal, but you have to prepare it, and there's
No,
no, excuse me, sir.
Yes, go right ahead, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. There are several copies that need to be signed for a subpoena. Can't really get that done anyway other than by providing subpoena in person.
Okay,
Because there's the original, then there's copies for the other side, then there's your return copy and all that. You really can't get that done other than an in-person signed subpoena.
okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Your Honor.
Be safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hello?
Hello.
What is your name?
Anthony Pittman.
All right, let's get Mr. Werber here. Let's get started.
Okay.
We are on the record. This is 22192-911. Credit Acceptance Corporation versus Anthony Pittman. Date and time for pretrial. Your appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Werber, P67124 on behalf of the plaintiff.
And your name, sir? Sir, what is your name?
Anthony Pittman.
All right, this is our second pretrial. Where are we on this file, gentlemen?
Your Honor, we have not yet resolved it. I believe this is the first pretrial, Your Honor.
No, we were together on October 24th, 2022. At that time, Mr. Pittman indicated that he'd be retaining counsel.
I have not heard, I do see that. I apologize, Your Honor. I have not heard anything regarding any opposing counsel. I'll let Mr. Pittman speak to that.
I tried to obtain someone and I couldn't, so I just said I'll represent myself.
Okay, you have an absolute constitutional right to represent yourself. What
Thank
you do not have is the right to your own set of rules of civil procedure, your own rules of evidence, and your own statutes. If you elect to represent yourself, as is your constitutional right, the same rules that bind Mr. Werber bind you. All right, gentlemen, so we have not resolved the case, obviously. So what I'll do is I'll give you another date and we will get you back. Our next day, January 9 at 10 o'clock. Does that day work for everybody?
Yes.
It
Mr.
does, Your
Werber.
Honor. Can we use that as a motion for summary date as well?
No, discovery's still open.
Okay.
Are you intending to do any discovery?
Plaintiff is not intending to do any discovery, no.
Mr. Pittman, are you intending to do any discovery?
No. What is discovery? I don't understand. No.
All right. Discovery, sir, is your means to learn about the claims and defenses of the other side. It includes such things as requests for admissions, requests for production of documents, and written interrogatories or questions to be answered under oath. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to just give you that January 9th at 10 o'clock pretrial. If nobody has started the written discovery, I will close written discovery the next time.
Okay.
We'll send you gentlemen out in order. Thank you both for coming in. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Your Honor.
Let's
Thank
be
you,
safe
Your
out
Honor.
there.
Thank you.
You need to find what written discovery means.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are representing whom, counsel?
My name is Dalen Hanna. I'm standing in for Sam Jarbo for defendant in this matter.
For defendant.
That's correct.
Okay, I don't have my plaintiff as of yet. So I'll put you back in the waiting room. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. If we don't get a plaintiff, I'll be dismissing the file.
Thank you.
Get back to you soon.
Thank you, Judge.
MARV, and our Detroit Symphony Orchestra with one of that we see is very symphony-like composition. So we never wrote a work called the symphony. You had Image and Nocturnes, two orchestral works with contrasting three different movements. And La Mer fits that bill as well. Flutter receives the C, MARV, in the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. And must be supported WRCJ. Support for WRCJ is provided by the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, presenting Home for the Holidays, one's favorite holiday musical tradition. Michelle Merrill returns to lead the DSO in a sparkling celebration of the season with trials and classics at the ball. Tickets at 313-576-5111 or at DSO.org. December 16th through 18th. And yes, Virginia, they're local for everybody. Support for WRCJ is provided by Christ Church Grosse Pointe. Celebrate the Christmas season at Christ Church during their annual Christmas concert, Sunday, December 11th at 4 p.m. The concert features works from Handel's Messiah, Bach's Christmas Oratorio, and Britain's Ceremony of Carols, all culminating in a Christmas Carol sing-along. Tickets and information about all their events can be found at ChristChurchGP.org. Christ Church Grosse Pointe, soaring sounds in a sacred space. 90.9 Detroit, Windsor, Ann Arbor. We're all about music. Our name says it all. We are classical and jazz. WRCJ FM.
Hello? Hello? Oh,
Judge, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Yes, how you doing? Good morning, Judge.
We are on the record. This is file number 22186-770, William Ketchbo versus Jeffrey James Lee. We were
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. We were last together on this file on October 31st, 2022. At that time, parties, counsel for both sides agreed to today, November 28th at 10 o'clock for our next pretrial. Could I have your appearance?
Good morning, Judge Dalen Hanna on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Kedjbu,
Bar number.
P 81533.
Are you appearing on behalf of Mr. Kedjbo, who is the plaintiff and counter defendant? Or are you appearing on behalf of the defendants, Jeffrey Lee?
No, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Lee. I'm here on behalf of defendant, Mr. Lee. I apologize for that, Judge. I was
Indeed.
reading the.
Generally a good idea to know who you represent, counsel.
Yes, that's correct, Judge. I apologize. I'm having technical difficulties with my Zoom this morning and it's totally thrown me off. So I apologize. That's why my camera's not working.
In any event, the defendant has appeared by Zoom. Plaintiff has failed to appear. No good call of that failure having been shown. This matter dismissed without prejudice. We'll send out an order of dismissal today, sir. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
All right, have a great day.
Bye.
Suite by English composer Henry Purcell from the English Concert on listener supported WRCJ in Detroit. As promised in this first hour, we take you on a tour from seashore to the city. We started off with Park of the Seas, the sea, and now we'll take you to the big city of John Alden Carpenter, probably his most performed work in the non-film. It's entitled Skyscrapers. Here's the music. John Alden Carpenter, the London Symphony Orchestra, 10-1, WRCJ FM. They started off on the seashore with and wound up in the big city. Young Alden Carpenters, skyscrapers. The New York comes on there from the London Symphony Orchestra. Kind of fun. We're WRCJ. I thought must stick around here because we're going to take you to the city of Ann Arbor. At least coming up for some concerts. Ticket giveaways. I'm going to be navigating here in just a few minutes. Stay with us for your Symphony Orchestra tickets that I'll be giving away next here on the supported WRCJ FM. Third Chopin waltz from the 34th collection. Our listeners supported W versus JFM. Stay with us in a few minutes. Later on, actually, we'll let you out. We might be an artist symphony orchestra tickets. You'll have a chance to win. 43 Fahrenheit right now in Midtown Detroit. It's 6 Celsius, and they're about at a high temperature today. Low 40s Fahrenheit expected here in Southeast Ontario. WRCJ, I'm out. Support for WRCJ is provided by the Fort Street Parade and Chamber Orchestra, presenting their performance of Handel's Messiah, conducted by Anne-Marie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself, Mr. Gartz?
Good. Did you have a good holiday?
I did. How about you?
Yes, I just wish they gave Mondays off too, don't you?
It would be nice. What brings you here today?
I have a case that's set for pretrial at 11, Jefferson Capital Systems LLC versus Michael Merritt. Last 3 digits, 967.
Are you in the right courtroom?
I think so. I hope so.
I don't have a 967.
You don't. It's 211-60967.
It's not on my docket.
Huh. Well, let me see, because I think we got an order from you. Let me take a look at my the order. And let's see if we messed up. Yeah, there's an order lifting the administrative stay. And you set the pretrial conference for today at 11 on the order. So.
You better give me that case number. I have to have somebody pull it up for me.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Ready now.
21. Yes, 2116
16
09
09
67.
21160-967.
Yes, Jefferson Capital Systems versus Michael Merritt.
Huh, how interesting. Jefferson Capital Systems. I do not see that case at all. Let me call my court clerk and see if she can get this file.
Okay, in the meantime, I'll bring up the ROA judge and double check.
Okay, good enough. Put you back in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Morning, Councilman.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What file do you have today?
This is Michigan First versus Jasmine Smith.
Okay. And you have a motion today, correct?
Yes, I believe it's an amended judgment.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I don't believe I have Ms. Smith. Let me check and see. Did she file any pleadings in your office?
She did not, Your Honor.
All right, let me check this one person, see who this is. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
I'll be here. Thank you.
I'll keep you here to see if this is perhaps. Nope, that's Hal Burke. That's not who I need. Let's go on with your case then. We are on the record. We are calling file number 22184-368. The file is entitled Michigan First Credit Union versus Jasmine Smith. By a notice dated November 4th, 2022, and sent to the parties on that date. This is the motion to amend the judgment in this matter filed on behalf of plaintiff. Matter scheduled at 11 o'clock. Could I have your appearance?
Your Honor, Michael T. Mamet, P81102 on behalf of plaintiff.
Mr. Mamet, have you received any pleadings from Jasmine Smith, the defendant?
You have not, Your Honor.
Sir, your motion.
Your Honor, due to a clerical error, the default judgment that was entered in this court, I believe on October 13th of 2022, was low and incorrect. Again, based on just a simple clerical error on plaintiff's part. At this time, based on the court rules and the interest of justice, plaintiff would ask that the default judgment be amended and the correct amount stated on the amended judgment be entered.
All right, counsel, the amount stated in your complaint was $10,679. That's the same amount that's set forth in your amended default judgment. The changes seem to be either arithmetical error or adjustments in cost or interest. Your unopposed motion, sir, is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll send that on out to you today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good day. Just be careful.
You as well. Thank you.
Hal Burke. And Dazzle. An iPhone. 134. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm not bad, sir. How about yourself?
I'm suffering with COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Randazzo.
Yeah, I tested positive yesterday.
Oh, that's bad. So you've been, you have, I think it's like 5 days before you can get, when you need to get your medication. Have you been to your doctor?
Yeah, that's it. The screwy thing is I got the booster about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I got mine too. I think it takes about 4 weeks for the booster to kick in.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yep.
So let's get you on, get Mr. Burke here and get you out of here.
Okay.
All right, this is file number 21-167-134. The file is entitled Beaumont Health versus Monique Patterson. Could I have your appearances, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. Hal Burke, P69068, attorney for Beaumont Health on this case.
Daniel Randazzo on behalf of Monique Patterson, P39935.
Where are we on the file, gentlemen?
Well, Judge, I sent some discovery to the plaintiff, and the responses I got back were not quite what I expected. I asked for all the billing records so we could determine whether or not the insurance was billed and whether or not the amount that they're trying to sue for is co-pays or things that were her out-of-pocket requirements. Instead, what I got is a one-page document, and it doesn't, well, they did indicate that they billed the insurance companies, but none of the records were there. for me to verify that. And, you know, this is a case that's $3,000. I'm not going to spend $3,000 of my client's money filing motions to compel and other things. And I mean, I can't advise my client to pay something if she believes and we can't prove that the insurance companies were billed and these are in fact her co-pays or deductibles.
Mr. Burke?
Your Honor, I respect that answer. Obviously, you're reminded by your docket that this case got continued a group of times. If Mr. Randazzo, who does have my email address, would email me exactly what he wants, I will try to get it for him. I also agree this is a case that can be settled. Telling the court, though, that he's not going to file things kind of defeats the purpose, but I believe in informal discovery, and if I can get him the answers that he wants, which I thought I did, I will work hard to get them.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys a return date. Mr. Randazzo, you can get on with Mr. Burke in terms of what it is specifically you're looking for. If we can't resolve it, then obviously motions get filed and I got to go to work. But
Okay.
you are reminded that we have a commitment to wide open discovery. And if it's either relevant or likely to lead to relevant or admissible evidence and not privileged, it's discoverable. We ought not to be having discovery fights on small files. So I'll give you a return date of January 9 at 11 o'clock. And we'll see, hopefully you guys can get this matter worked out by that time.
What time, Judge?
11 o'clock like today, Mr. Randazzo.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We'll send it on out. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Judge.
Be safe. January 9th at 11 o'clock, Mr. Burke.
That sounds fine with me, Your Honor. I do believe I have one other one, I think, with you right now.
Okay, well, let's see.
Should be Beaumont Health versus Freeman. I do think we may have resolved the case, so that may be why it's. We did resolve the case. I'm not certain if, I don't believe though that you have our consent judgment returned to you for your signature.
All right, give me a second and I'll bring up the file and we'll figure out what's going on.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. I do not have, or maybe this is a person here. Patterson. Your cards. So let's see who this lawyer is here for. I don't see Ms. Freeman as of yet.
Your Honor, I can tell you that we sent her a consent judgment on the 4th of November. If
Okay,
you.
Let me put you back in the waiting room for a minute.
Sure.
Morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What file are you here on?
Yeah, I tried to change it to the correct number. I see it didn't save. I'm here on the Resilient Life Care LLC versus City of Detroit matter. Let me see if I can change my name here. Correct case number. There we go.
Mr. Patterson,
Good morning, Your Honor.
this is 22-190-371, Resilient Life Care versus City of Detroit. Could I have your appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda Winiger appearing on behalf of Plaintiff Resilient Life Care LLC.
Member of the State Bar of Michigan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then you probably have a P number.
I do. P79498.
Counsel?
Ben Patterson on behalf of defendant, City of Detroit, P85118.
Okay. All right, first of all, this appears to be our initial pretrial. Have we done the 2.302A disclosure?
The City of Detroit has, Your Honor.
And what about plaintiff?
Your Honor, it's our understanding per 2.302A4 that basically there are no initial disclosures in this matter because it's a district court matter and we haven't seen an order.
Really? Why don't we get to, let's read the court rule. Let's do that. Let's try that.
Okay.
You have yours there?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Good, let's find it.
Okay. Oh, I'm looking at, Your Honor, 2.302A4, and it says cases exempt from initial
2.302A?
A4. And it says cases exempt from initial disclosures.
Well, why don't we read A1?
Okay, well, A1.
Except as exempted by these rules, stipulation, or court order.
Correct, Your Honor, and what I was about to say.
Or court order.
I understand that.
Read the order that brought you here today?
I didn't see.
Did you read the order that brought you here today?
Yes, Your Honor, but what I'm saying is that order didn't state initial disclosures are required, so
Really?
we have not seen any.
Let's look at the order again.
Okay.
And the reason I'm looking, counsel, is because I have mine in front of me. And
Okay.
more importantly, because I have a stamped copy of a stamp that is put on that order. Do you
Okay,
have your copy in front of you?
I have a copy here
All right, do you see the box that says others?
that
It
says,
would be the bottom box. You see the pretrial box, the X, you see that?
Your Honor, I'm not seeing.
Do
I
you,
see,
do you see the date, November 28th, 2022 at 11?
yes, Your Honor,
Do you see the pretrial box check?
correct.
And then at the bottom, there's an other on which we stamp, parties shall make the 2.302A disclosures within 21 days of the date of this order.
Your Honor, the copy that I have, or at least our copy, does not show that. All it says at the bottom is you are required to attend. Failure to appear may result in default, dismissal, and award of costs or other sanctions.
Well, counsel, I'm
And then
looking
there
at
was
my
a
original,
separate,
and it ordered you to do something. Mr. Patterson, do you have your copy of today's order?
Your Honor, I did not receive a copy of the order. I simply checked the register of actions
Got
and
the
saw that
register
it had
of
been
actions.
scheduled,
All
but
right.
I did not receive a copy of the order.
This is what I'm going to do. Rather than default you this time, or should I say, rather than dismiss your case, I don't give requests. I'm not a disc jockey. I give orders. Those orders are followed, or we have sanctions. I live in a very simple world. And since I personally hand stamp every one of these that goes out, I know that your copy has it on it.
I'm sorry,
gonna
what?
give- I'm
I'm
going to
sorry.
give you folks another day, and I'll send out another order. If the disclosures have not been made, I will dismiss your case with prejudice. Do you understand what I have said?
I do understand, Your Honor. Can I so I'm sorry, by what day do the disclosures have to be served?
They would have been made 21 days, counsel, of the date of the order that brought you here today. You're already overdue.
Well, I understand that, Your Honor, and again, I apologize, but like I said, the copy that we have does not state that, but we certainly can do them and serve them. I mean, I can show you the copy of the order. I don't know if you'd be able to.
You don't have it, you don't have it, but that's very odd, since, like, as I indicated to you, I hand stamped all of those, and my signature is on there, means that I signed it. The writing on there with today's date is my handwriting. The checking of the box is my handwriting. And before I sign my name, I put the stamps on all 3 copies. All right, November, next time will be January 9th at 11 o'clock. If those disclosures are not made, case will be dismissed with prejudice.
Okay, Your Honor, we'll get them done this week.
Thanks for coming in.
Your Honor, are we gonna have, since there are initial disclosures, is there gonna be an order as to discovery?
Counsel, we're going to get to the initial disclosures done. And then if you have some particularized need beyond that, I'll certainly hear your motion.
Okay. Okay, Your Honor.
Have a good day, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, I believe you're on mute.
Thank you. We are on the record. We're calling file 22-185-647, Trust Property Management versus Jessica Adams. By a notice dated November 4, 2022, and sent to the parties at that time, this matter is scheduled today, November 28th at 11 o'clock for plaintiff's motion for entry and default judgment. It's now 11:25. Could I have your appearance, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Hamzi Sob on behalf of plaintiff PA 2080.
Mr. Sob, have you received anything from Ms. Adams in response to the notice of the motion for entry default judgment?
We have not. We haven't received an answer or a response to the motion.
Sir, please proceed.
Your Honor, this is our motion for entry of default judgment. This is a breach of contract claim, that contract being a lease agreement. The breach in specific was unpaid rent in the amount of $6,530.58. That amount is rental arrears specifically. She was personally served on August 9th of 2022 at 1:50 p.m. at the address of 18435 Stratmore Street in Detroit, Michigan, 48235. That's the address that we also sent the summons and complaint to, as well as a notice of today's hearing. And just like Your Honor has mentioned, or just like I mentioned a few moments ago, we haven't received any response to anything from Ms. Adams. So we would like to motion the court for entry of default judgment at this time.
Counsel, we had previously entered the default of the defendant in this matter and served that on her, and there's been no response. The motion for entry of default judgment is granted. I look forward, sir, you're sending in your order under the 7-day rule.
We will, Your Honor. Thank you, and I'll forward that to the court today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. We are on the record with file number 22-191-864, Beaumont Health versus Deanna Freeman, by notice dated October 24th. We are here today for pretrial. Notice sent to that parties on both parties on that date and time agreed to by all parties. And my note from the last one indicates there's a question: have we had our consent judgment entered? And could I have your appearance?
Thank you, Your Honor. Hal Burke, P69068, attorney for Beaumont Health on this case.
Mr. Burke, has a consent judgment been entered? I haven't seen it in my file.
We haven't received it back from the defendant, Your Honor. And I do, as you mentioned, know that she was told to come today. However, with your permission, if you'd allow one more time, I'm going to call her today when we log off this call and ask her in a polite way where it is so that we can get it to you.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter her default today.
Thank you.
And then you can get ahead on and get your consent judgment. And if she gets it signed, if not, then I'll look forward to your motion for entry of the consent judgment. Because I've seen, I don't know what's going on, Mr. Burke, but a lot of times lately, it seems that people are agreeing to consent judgments. And then when they see the actual paperwork, they've changed their minds. I don't know.
I think you are right, Your Honor. You are right.
So we'll enter her default as of this day. And I will not give you a new date. So we'll simply enter her default. And if she's not going to be forthcoming on the consent judgment, then you need to move forward to enter your default judgment.
I will do it. Thank you very much.
Mr. Burke, be safe. Thank you.
You too. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Ms. Trickhurst,
Yes, Your Honor.
what did you find out?
Well, on the register of actions, the last thing is the order setting aside the administrative stay, but it did not include the part of the order that set the pretrial conference for today at 11. Do you have a copy of that order, Judge?
I do not, and my court clerk appears to have stepped away from her desk. So let me put you back in my waiting room and let me get up and go and get the file.
Oh, my goodness.
It's all right. I need to move without getting stiff. I'll get back to you. Take me a couple of minutes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Ms. Strickards,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have not gotten the file. I was able to get a register of action. And it appears that I granted the motion to lift the stay. But I don't see where I calendar it for anything.
I wonder if I can screen share this order. Let me see. I really want to screen share it for the court. Let me see here. It's disabled on your end. Okay. So you won't allow screen sharing.
All right, let me see. Yeah, it's administrative choice, not mine, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, I could have it faxed over. I
Can
don't know
you
what
do
you want
that?
to do. Yeah, you set aside, what you did was you set aside the administrative stay that was entered.
Right, and that's
by
all I
Judge.
see that, I see that as the last entry here.
And then you wrote in pretrial to be set for today's date and time on the order. And,
Okay, well, here's what we can do.
Okay. You want to set another pretrial date to come back? And in the meantime, I'll have the order faxed over to you.
That might be the best thing to do.
Okay, what number should I fax it to, Judge?
Let's see here. Let me put you in the chat room, so I'll tell everybody in America my fax number.
Okay.
Breakout room.
The sister duo, Katya and Marielle, is back with one of my favorite Francis Poulenc compositions, his two piano concertos. During listening to RCJFM PhD moment in Detroit. We'll follow that Poulenc favorite with one of the most beloved melodies composed by Alexander Borodin, which is Nocturne. You can hear this single movement from his original, the second string.
All right, we are on the record calling 21-160967 Jefferson Capital System versus Michael Merritt. Could I have your appearance, please?
Yes, Judge. I can't see you. I see your flags and whatnot, but I don't. There you are. Yes, good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. Suzanne Strickhartz, P44018, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Ms. Strickhardt, thank you for your patience. I am looking at the order you were kind enough to fax to me, entitled Order Lifting Administrative Stay. That order, dated October 24th, 2022, granted the plaintiff's motion to set aside the administrative stay that had been entered on February 23rd, 2022 because of bankruptcy. The last line there, however, a pretrial conference is hereby set for November 28th, 2022 at 11 o'clock. The defendant has failed to appear. No good cause of that failure having been shown, the default of the defendant is hereby entered.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do have a proposed default judgment, if the court would entertain entry of that.
No, you're gonna have to, I'll have to enter the default, and then you have to enter the default, send him a copy of it and file your motion.
Okay.
Ms.
All right,
Strickhardt,
thank
thank
you.
you for your patience.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
That's gonna conclude the morning call.